You've probably seen the story involving Travis Etienne's mother, Donetta Etienne. If you don't know, Travis Etienne is the running back at Clemson, and his mother, Donetta, went on to Twitter and wrote, "We're from Louisiana. We're getting all kinds of threats. Sad but true, God is in control. Nothing can penetrate the blood of Jesus. We are blessed." She wrote that on Twitter. She gave an interview with the Greenville News on Tuesday and confirmed this. Quote, "One person said we had less than 24 hours to get out of Louisiana. I didn't take it serious. I just got off social media." She went on to say, quote, "LSU fans are kind of over the top. We have nothing against LSU. It's not LSU. It's LSU fans. They have a big desire for LSU to win the game. The only thing I didn't like about it is it's not Travis playing LSU. It's Clemson playing LSU. But LSU fans started going crazy, and we haven't even played the game yet." Okay, so a couple of things. I have no doubt that there are some goofballs that probably said unkind things on Twitter to Donetta Etienne. I also think that the very small minority of human beings on earth, even smaller percentage that are LSU fans, represent the entirety of LSU fans. I will remind you, and by the way, just as a quick refresher, if you don't remember the ATN story, Travis went to Jennings. He came out the same year that Cam Akers came out. Cam Akers was a 5-star and was the number 1 running back in the country. And there's a lot of people in the recruiting world that believed Cam Akers had silently committed to Les Miles. And that's why LSU wasn't in on ATN. Well, Les Miles got fired. Cam Akers ended up picking Florida State. And LSU tried to get in on Travis Etienne. Just too late. Even Ed Ogeron talked about this. He said, quote, "It was something we should have done a better job of. He was one who got away. Every time I see him have success, I'm sick to my stomach," end quote. And it's not that he's sick that the kid's having success. It's that, you know, that he was a kid from Louisiana. He's a great player, and he ended up going to Clemson. And probably if you'd been in on him earlier, probably would have landed him. But that's neither here nor there. It's worked out just fine. But I do want to remind you about this. And this is where I hope that Donetta Etienne would have chosen her words more carefully when she said it's not LSU, it's LSU fans. Because it's not all LSU fans. Because the thing that I'll remind you about LSU fans, these are the same fans that donated $500,000 to the Athens Food Bank in Ohio after Joe Burrow's Heisman speech. The LSU fans are the same fans last year that started donating to Assumption College after Cole Tracy made the kick against Auburn. And once we learned that $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 in donations had come in, became tens of thousands of dollars in donations that completely changed that athletic department. These are the same fans that earlier this year found out about Colton Moore, the young LSU fan in Alabama who has spina bifida, and ended up working to connect him with Ed Ogeron and got him ultimately a trip to Baton Rouge to meet Coach O. And Ed Ogeron has mentioned several times this year that he and Colton and Kelly Ogeron and Colton talk and text and FaceTime every day. I mean, that was something that LSU fans did on social media. That's changed an experience for this young boy with spina bifida. These are LSU fans that have donated already an enormous amount of money to the Carly McCord Memorial Scholarship. I was having a conversation with Carly's sister yesterday, and they're blown away by how much money's already been given to that scholarship. You want to go back in time? Remember when Alfred Blue's house burned down and they got a special exemption to where LSU fans could donate to the Blues? LSU fans responded. Same thing for Nick Brissett when his brother died. Same thing in 2015 when South Carolina had the flooding in Columbia and that game was moved here. And there was an LSU fan who donated more than $100,000 for that Fournette jersey, if you remember, that went to relief for South Carolina and donated to the Red Cross in that event when that game had been moved here. Same LSU fans that wrapped their arms around the Sims family after Wade Sims was tragically shot last year. I could go on and on and on and on. But I want to remind you, I just want to remind you of how good you really are I'm not pandering here. I'm being sincere because my family received the benefit of that goodwill as well. We were in the hospital with our son for 9 months, and every single day we got letters and donations and prayer cards from people we've never met. All of you. So I do take exception with someone saying and casting a wide net characterizing LSU fans. Because overwhelmingly, LSU fans are amazing people. The people of our state and our region are amazingly generous and good people. So I want you to remember that, number one. And number two, if you are the idiot on Twitter that's threatening someone's mother because he plays at another school, stop it. You're an idiot. And you're making all these good people look bad.